So this is the day. This is the day with Drew Crisp.
And me, Bo Chansey.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Absolutely. I'm ready for it. You ready for it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, your voice is like butterscotch to my ears. Butterscotch. For it or against it?
Way for it.
Way for it.
Way for it.
All forms.
Yes, all forms.
Like butterscotch pudding?
Okay. Pull him back.
Okay.
Pull him back quick.
All right. I'm just checking. Because, I mean, it is a pudding.
It is.
Like, if you go to the pudding aisle,
yes,
there is a butterscotch option.
Too rich, too sweet.
Okay.
I think that's probably the consensus from most people that I hear. I don't hear a lot of people loving the butterscotch pudding.
I order it all the time. I'm like, I'll have the butterscotch, hold the butter. I'm just kidding. I don't really do that.
Hold the butter. So that's just a scotch pudding, sir? Yes.
Affirmative. No, I don't drink scotch.
So, okay, wait. Werther's Originals.
Sure.
Is that butterscotch?
I think so. No, isn't that
a caramel.
Is it a caramel or is that a caramel?
Oh, this is tough. I never know when it's a caramel or when it's a caramel.
Well, if there's an A, it's a caramel.
Okay, fair enough.
Sometimes it's a caramel. Like I saw the other day, a caramel apple. I'm like, that's why I call it a caramel apple.
That's it.
There's no A.
That's right.
C-A-R-M-E-L.
If you're going to Carmel, Indiana, you're going to Carmel, Indiana. You're not
Carmel, yeah.
You're not going to Caramel.
Or I'd rather go to Carmel, California.
Yes, absolutely.
Carmel.
Caramel. Yep. No, okay. Butterscotch.
Butterscotch, yeah.
Weigh in on the chat. Your thoughts on the butterscotch?
Like if sometimes it's an option for a topping on a sundae.
Oh boy.
You do that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. I like it, and yeah, I think it's very sweet for me. So just a little bit, a smattering.
When I was doing student ministry one time, we did a event where we just had all these games and stuff. And one of the games, we had contestants, and in front of them, we put diapers that had butterscotch pudding and a Baby Ruth.
Absolutely.
And just without using their hands, they had to eat the pudding out of the diaper.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 threw up. Just the visual of it.
3 out of 4 threw up.
3 out of 4 threw up.
Yeah. Here's what I'd like to.
That was interesting. Just a total mind trick there.
Yep. The thing is, very humiliating, and this is what's fun about it. I want to fast forward. The same students who are doing that, these are our doctors.
Absolutely.
And our lawyers and our teachers. It's just very fun that we, in their prime development years, let's go ahead and make them eat things out of a diaper.
Oh, we had fun.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh, I know. That was a candy theme night where we also we burned up 4 blenders, like making milkshakes out of every kind of candy we could.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Sonic took the idea, apparently. Have you seen those ads?
Yes. Yes.
Trick-or-treating in a cup. This is better than, no, it's not, sweetie.
Bring in your candy, we'll make you a milkshake.
Put it all
Just put it all in. Oh, my Smarties were in there. You'll love it.
It'll be good.
Yep.
Was there black licorice? It's got a...
So Sonic, you say that. Do people who are watching this, do they know what Sonic is?
There's none here. Well, there's one somewhere in Mass. Like,
okay.
Yeah, but there's none here. But they do run commercials here on TV for those who still watch TV.
Yep. Okay. So they may know.
Yeah, a lot of, they run ads a lot during like football games and stuff.
Okay.
We're like, well, hey, like, this is a little mean.
This is mean.
I'd love to run over to Sonic and can't do that.
Yep.
I don't have it.
Yep.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. So welcome. This is the day. We're going to have some fun, share a lot of love.
That's it.
Because we got a lot of love to share.
Yep.
Not sure if you're aware of this, but God lavishes his love.
Lavish.
Lavish.
That's a $1 million word right up top. Lavish.
Lavishes.
God lavishes his love.
That's right.
Yeah.
So since he lavishes his love on us, I think we have the responsibility and the privilege to lavish it on others.
That's it.
Let's stop being chintzy here.
That's it.
I don't be a chintzy.
I don't want to be a chintzy.
I want to lavish it.
Give me one for Crisp. I don't want to be a cringy Crisp.
No, well, that ship sailed.
That ship has sailed. Okay. No, we want to lavish.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell somebody I'm about to lavish. my love on you.
I'm gonna lavish.
I'm gonna lavish.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here it comes. You wait for it.
Yeah, but no, it's like I think sometimes we share love like it's in limited supply. Like
That's right.
you want to hold it back. I don't want to love too much.
No, hold on.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, we're tapped into limitless supply.
That's it. You've got to earn this love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No.
Doesn't sound
Freely
like
given.
love.
That doesn't sound like love. Freely given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd love for you to share the show.
That'd be great.
Yeah, click and share. You never know who might stumble across it, whether you're watching live or on demand. Just so you know, you can watch. You don't have to watch it live. You can watch anytime.
Yep.
So that's available there on YouTube or Facebook.
That's right. Maybe as you're watching, you got a package. You've been excited about this new doorknob that you ordered, and it comes in the mail. And you could just press pause on us, go install that doorknob, open the door a few times, and then come back to us. Mm-hmm. That could happen.
It could. Okay. Speaking of doorknobs.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of doorknobs. Yep.
What'd you do last night?
All right, Bo. What a weekend. What a good weekend.
Okay.
First one, yesterday was at the Aldi grocery store, and ran into Dennis. Mm-hmm. So I want to give a shout out to a family member here. Not my family member.
This is the Day fam.
This is the Day fam. Dennis, thank you so much for saying hey to me and hey to you as well. And then Bo, have you heard of these drive-through haunted houses?
No.
Okay, so I like to see what's going on around the area, and I saw that there was this place called Graveside Manor.
Okay.
Graveside Manor, and it was, they were raising money for Make-A-Wish.
Okay.
And I was like, interesting. And this is maybe one kind of haunted house experience that the boys might be able to be a part of because it's in the car and we can just kind of cruise on through, So I was like, absolutely. So it's in Nashua. Literally the address, they give me it's 13 Foxborough Street or something. It's like a home address. I'm like, I don't know what I'm about to get into. So I pull up, there's like a line of cars around a curve. Okay. And I'm just like, okay, we'll see what's going on here. You turn the corner, 3 houses have participated in and it's like they've decorated their yards and then they're all out in costume and they're just kind of coming up to the window and just like and it was the boys were actually, it was a little like the first lady that walked up had looked as though she had been shot, and so it was a little scary. Good makeup. So the boys were like, oh no, and I was like, yeah, close your eyes, we're gonna cruise on through. But I had a great minute where I was driving through.
Did you make a donation?
I made a donation,
right,
absolutely. There's a box at the end.
Good man.
I rolled the window. I was like, great job, guys. But I was like, that's a great idea in this day and age, a drive-through haunted house. But it's hard to get the neighbors in.
I can't believe there's like 3 neighbors on the street who all agreed on something. That's pretty special right there.
This guy had kind of phoned it in a bit. He had phoned it in a tad. He just had one of those like projection. These like projection on your house is like a ghost. And it's like, all right, buddy.
That doesn't really count.
No, that doesn't count. So, but that I was trying to give him a little something, but here's something that I did want to go, but, Kaylee was like, I don't know, I don't really am into this, but pumpkin people?
What's a pumpkin people?
Okay, I keep seeing all these things for pumpkin people. I got a picture of one here, where you take a pumpkin, you put a face, you put some kind of decoration on him. Apparently, these, like, at Portsmouth, you can go and all these like decorations of pumpkin people, and you can go see different setups. And there's one up north as well. Pumpkin people, not a thing where I'm from. Yeah. Right. And so I'm just curious if anybody, this is the Day fam, if anybody decorates.
Have you made a pumpkin?
Have you made a pumpkin person? I'd love to see it. I'd love to get a picture of that.
You can send that to thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com.
That's right.
I would love a photo or video of that. Some to-doings, some fam to-doings. Thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com. If you got a pumpkin people.
You got a pumpkin person. Please.
I like to, I kind of mix it up. Pumpkin people.
Pumpkin people. Yeah, I'm wondering if anyone's done like the Village Pumpkin People.
Oh, that'd be cute.
I feel like that might be a good one. Wizard of Oz, Pumpkin People. I don't know. There's so many different areas you could go.
Yeah.
But, Bo, I've got to caption this. This is the last thing
Okay.
I want to talk about. There's a cartoon, but it doesn't have a caption.
All right.
I want to show this cartoon. Okay. All right. So this is the cartoon. Very familiar scene. A couple of trick-or-treaters, but we don't have any caption here. So I want to put out to the This Is the Day family a caption this. Give me a caption. So write in the chat what you think the caption for this cartoon should be. And at the end, we'll kind of read some of these captions.
All right. Do you have a suggestion?
Right now, I have something about 6 feet apart. Like, wow. Guys, hey, Frankenstein, can you social distance, please? That's what I'm saying. I need a better caption.
It's like a Dracula cookie.
Yes. Dracula cookie.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's the filling.
He's in the middle. He's just, all right, guys, let's go. So that's
It'd be a monster mash.
Ooh.
Is that
a monster mash? And then they just walk like this, and they're like, hey, what are you guys? And we're a monster mash. We're a monster mash. That's amazing. Okay.
That's mine.
That's a great idea.
That's mine. It was a monster mash.
It's a monster mash. It was a monster mash. I don't know. Please put in your caption, but man, that might take my cake. Okay. Yep. So, Bo.
Yes, sir.
What'd you do this weekend?
That's not your business. I don't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but I feel like I do feel maybe a need.
Okay.
You know how sometimes unexpected things happen?
I love it.
And it's hard to process, and just getting it out is important, like to talk about it instead of just keeping it in there. I think, sometimes I keep things in, and I probably should work through it a little bit. So maybe you can help me with this. So unexpected, didn't know Liza, our oldest, was coming home this weekend. She's at college, but she decided to come home for a couple days, which is great. But she didn't want to do anything. All she wanted to do was lay on the couch and watch Hannah Montana.
Okay.
So I spent like a whole day watching Hannah Montana.
Whoa.
And like I really enjoyed it.
Oh no.
So it left me a little confused how much I enjoyed, Miley and Billy Ray. And these ridiculous plot lines, and it didn't even, it's like, it's old, so it didn't even feel like the whole screen. It was just like a box, and wasn't high def, and I don't know, like we watched it on the TV.
So you were like, I'm going to start this, but I'm just going to suffer through this.
Well, it was like, hey, Liza, do you want to do anything? She goes, this is all I want to do. Will you watch with me? Okay.
All right, yeah. I can do that.
Okay. Sure. She falls asleep, and I'm just riveted.
One more? You got another one? You got another one in you?
They were on like autoplay. They just kept coming, and I'm like, okay, seriously, a wig? That's all it takes is a wig, and people don't know that it's her?
Come on.
But I was in hook, line, and sinker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very popular series.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So that was a bit of a shock. Another shocker.
Yeah.
I have this fountain in the backyard. Mm-hmm. And I decided, the leaves are all in. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and drain this thing. It could, we could have snow. Like there's snow in the forecast this week.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and drain the fountain and, maybe try to get the leaves out of there. And so I was working on that and doing that. And the dogs were just diving in, and they were getting, it was just whatever. And I noticed, there were a number of frogs who had made the fountain their home over the summer months, and I don't know, they were just a little freaky, the frog situation. So I was avoiding the frogs, and then a little bit later, I went in the house, and on Griswold's dog bed, there was a frog laying on the dog bed, just spread out.
Okay.
And apparently, I'm assuming Griswold, the golden retriever, brought in a frog and put it on his bed.
Okay.
So
a little bit later, a little snack.
So I called the kids in because I didn't want to share be freaked out alone. And we got close, and the frog moved, which led to a lot of screaming.
Oh.
And so we had to extract the frog from the premises.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was a little,
okay.
Yeah, not good.
Still alive.
It was, yeah. There was some life left in that frog.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Ooh, okay.
So had a little talking to with the animals, the dogs. Like, can you
leave that outside?
Just keep it outside. And then the summer came down. I was like, what's all the screaming about? And so we told her, and she said, I feel so bad for these poor innocent animals, which made me laugh. Just the construct of the sentence. These poor, because they brought in a chipmunk last week.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with the dogs, but she's like, and I laughed, and she's like, that's not funny. And I was like, no, just the sentence.
These poor innocent animals.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
That, like, if there were guilty ones out there, it's okay that we bring those in.
Yeah, how do you know this frog was innocent? You don't know what this frog may have done or what this frog was capable of doing. Like, the atrocities that this frog has done in the amphibian world is beyond your comprehension, lady. Okay? Okay?
Okay. Chipmunk looks like Pablo Escobar. He's okay. Bring him in. Yeah, he's nefarious.
He was running acorns from South America.
He had a whole acorn cartel.
You don't know. Innocent
all these kind of burrows under the ground, and it was very, very sophisticated.
Yeah, see, I've hung out too much with you.
That's it.
So all I hear is innocent animals, and apparently I'm in this whole other alternate universe.
Might be too much.
Yeah.
Might be too much.
I don't know. Well, anyway, so that happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know when you were talking about the leaves in the fountain?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, the lyric, all the leaves are brown, the leaves are brown, it came to my head. It really feels like this is the time that song is about.
Yeah.
All the leaves are brown.
All the leaves are brown.
Yep.
Well, it's happening right now.
It's happening.
Winter's coming.
It's coming.
That song's actually about winter, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
Snow's coming. You're right.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Favorite winter song? That's a good one, but not my favorite.
What's mine, or do you have one?
I have one, but I asked what yours. Do you have?
I think Walking in a Winter Wonderland.
Oh, well, see, yeah, I sing that year-round. That's my favorite Christmas song.
Walking in a winter
Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do a lounge singer.
Yeah. How we doing out there, folks?
Everybody all right? Yeah. Make sure you tip your waitress.
Yes.
All right, everybody.
Some people heard us singing like a Christmassy song and really were like, no, no.
Too soon. It's never too soon for Walking in a Winter Wonderland.
Nope. Okay.
But my favorite is Winter Song.
Yeah.
Hazy Shade of Winter.
I don't know this song. The Bangles have, okay.
Yeah, they have another song besides Walk Like an Egyptian.
Okay, there's another song.
There's one other one, and it's my favorite.
Hazy Shade of Winter.
Mm-hmm. It's got a great riff intro.
I'm going to have to check this out.
Check it out.
Okay. Writing it down.
Yeah.
I do like the Bangles.
Who doesn't? Yeah. Never mind. If you don't, keep it to yourself. All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't want to talk any more about that, but what I do want to talk about is like verse of the day. YouVersion Bible app gives us a verse of the day, so a great way to read some scripture, pray through it, share it with somebody, and so we love to do that on This Is the Day. And so download the Bible app and get your verse of the day. Today's is from Matthew 6:33, so Sermon on the Mount. Okay. Jesus is speaking here, and he says, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. I'll read it one more time. Okay. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well.
Yep.
All right, Drew, Chris, what jumps out at you there?
Well, maybe in my more recent awareness, the word seek is in my head because of the Spark series.
Yep.
An acronym, and the first part of that acronym was the S, seek. And so seek his righteousness. And so I'm wondering, just in my everyday, where do I utilize that verb of seeking something? Like this morning, I sought my keys. I'm famous for this, leaving them in the jacket and then like putting the jacket somewhere else, like either like the jacket doesn't have a place, it's either on the back of a chair or, So I was seeking my keys. But what does it mean to seek his righteousness? To explore that conversation in my head might be interesting.
Yeah. I like that too. And seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. So that kind of first things first. This is something I think about most days as I pray through the armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, to guard our hearts. That word righteous and his righteousness, it means right living. Okay. And there are a lot of ways that seem right to me. And a lot of ways that seem right in this world. But to seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. Okay, so if I'm seeking first my kingdom, then what seems right is not going to be in line with what God has in store. There'll be all kinds of selfishness, there'll be pettiness, there'll be all kinds of pushing others down to try to exalt myself and to lift myself up, or even just a lot of energy kind of spent into some kind of elevation of me. So if I seek first his kingdom, okay, I'm seeking God's kingdom. All right, then what does his righteousness look like? What does right living look like in seeking his kingdom first? Well, now, I'm in a position where, dying to self now makes sense. Yeah. Laying down, my rights and, what I think I deserve and, what I want to have and, all these things and really, laying them at the feet of Jesus and trusting him with that and saying, I want in on your kingdom. Yeah.
I think more recently, and it must have been from the Spark series, where this question of, am I investing into or building into God's kingdom or my personal kingdom? That question, there's endless applications every day where it's like, am I putting my energies into this? And why am I doing that? Is that going to Drew's kingdom or is that actually going towards God's kingdom? So it's been a helpful question.
Right. Human default mode, personal kingdom building, always. So if you don't know that, if we're not actively building God's kingdom and actively seeking his kingdom and his righteousness first, then I guarantee we will move into the human default mode of some form of personal kingdom building. Yeah, which is where we get all this relational strife, all this inability to get along and really love others and lavish others with his love. It's where we get really cheap with God's love and be like, I don't want to be taken advantage of and, all that kind of stuff. Yep. And then, because it's actually, and honestly, because now you could be like, well, what about this and what about that? And well, I need this and I got to have this. And the other part of that says, and all these things will be added to you as well. And so it's talking about, why are you worried about food? Why are you worried about clothes? Or, and then the very next verse is, it's like, who of you by worrying can add even a single hour to your life? Wow. You can't. And so don't worry about today. Just seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. Yep.
Yeah. I spent an hour worrying to add more time to my day. I just lost that hour.
You lost that.
Yeah. It's.
Yep. Okay. Verse of the day.
Great verse.
Love that. Righteousness. So what does it mean, the right living? That's what that looks like.
Yep. Righteous.
I like Dilly's.
Righteous. Okay, good.
All right. Speaking of righteous. We got some Triforce troopers.
What?
Yeah, they're back at it.
We have more?
We have more from the Triforce troopers.
Can't wait.
Let's see what the troopers are up to.
Troop.
Hey guys, welcome to our newest challenge. That's right. Today we are doing the apple bob. The rules are simple. Grab a tub, fill it with some water, get some apples, grab your friends. We're gonna put 60 seconds on the clock. Rule is hands behind your backs, only using your mouth or your face to.
Can I get on my knees?
Yes, on our knees.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
These are so. I literally can't grab it.
I got one. Oh, seconds on the clock.
In 3, 2, 1, begin. You guys got it.
Come on. Jaywood's got one. Josh has one. Oh, Josh has two. Jaywood's got two. Josh has three.
Pulling ahead. Pull it together.
They both have.
You can do it. You guys are, come on. Come on, Amanda.
Are we tied at 3? Josh has 4.
That's 4.
Jaywood's got 3.
Okay, we're in it.
Josh has 5. Jaywood's got 4.
Close. 3, 2, 1. Stop the time.
Wait, so who
Wait,
won?
Who won?
Josh.
Josh won?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do we? Okay.
He got 5.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, very good.
Josh.
Josh won the apple. I did appreciate the separate tubs.
Yeah.
Separate tubs. You gotta have separate tubs these days.
Yeah, back in the day, you just
He had the one tub.
one tub. Let's all
What?
go bobbing for apples.
Ooh. Okay.
Then afterwards, they'd use that water to make apple cider.
Oh, that was the cider.
Yeah.
A little more gelatin than it normally is.
Gross.
Oh,
That's not a good word.
that's not a good word.
Gelatin.
And then gelatinous. Sometimes they use that word too. Gelatinous. Interesting adjective. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Why gelatinous cube? What's that from?
Yes. Yep.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Wayne.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Gelatinous cube.
Gelatinous cube.
Yep,
Got it.
yep.
Yeah, it was the
Also.
video game where they were.
Yep.
Yeah. At
Yep.
Noah's Arcade.
That's it. They recently threw back to that in another movie. The two brothers. Help me out here. Two brothers lose a dad and they're monsters.
Oh, yeah. Chris Pratt.
Onwards,
is in
that's it.
right?
Chris
Yeah,
Pratt, yep.
yeah.
They reference that same phrase.
Brain power. That's.
Yeah,
That's. We're using these
using the brain.
for good.
Yep. Yep.
All right, troopers. Bobbing for apples.
Way to go.
That happened.
Yep. Josh had a good technique. He had a good
Little head flip.
the old flick. I don't know how that helps.
I don't either, but he did it, and he won, I guess.
He won.
All right, good job. Okay.
Yep.
All right. In my closet, there's a calendar, and there's a page
Yep.
that I dropped. I'm gonna bend down and get this. Don't mind me. One page a day gets to come out
That's it.
of the closet,
Yep.
and then I share it. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. Today, I feel like maybe the closet calendar is trying to tell us something. It says, keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Sports gear. Do you have a smelly sports gear that can't go in the washing machine like a cycling helmet? I can't tell you how many times I've had that problem. Put it in a bag, in a big sealable bag, and put the bag in the freezer. Because of the freezing cold, the smell will disappear from the helmet. Got chewing gum on your pants? Put it in the freezer. When the chewing gum is frozen, you can easily remove it.
Put it in the freezer.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Put it in the freezer.
Mom, do we have ice cream? No. Because your dad's cycling helmets are all in there. We don't have any room.
And your chewing gum pants.
Your chewing gum pants. All your cleats, disgusting cleats are in there.
Okay, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think that I'm not sure that would really.
I mean,
I don't know. I think the freezing cold really.
I don't
I
feel
don't
like
think
it
it
works.
lasts. I think as soon as you put it back on,
It's like, whoop,
it activates.
it activates. Once the cold is melted off.
Terrible smell, activate.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow, that's worse than before.
You're driving, just, phew.
Yeah,
Terrible smell, activate. That's a good, like, superpower. Terrible smell, activate.
be a skunk.
A skunk.
Yeah.
Skunk man.
Yeah. All right.
That's good. That's good.
There's that.
Yep.
And then in our fridge, in our kitchen, on our fridge, there's another calendar, and on that calendar, there's a day to celebrate.
Yeah.
Every day. Today's
I'm excited about
I
this.
see this. National Pumpkin Day.
National Pumpkin Day. Oh, I can't wait. Look at this giant gourd over here.
I am looking at this giant gourd.
Look at
Oh,
two giant gourds. A couple of giant gourds. cards.
And one of you is gorgeous.
And one of you is gorgeous. Oh, man. I watched a movie last night, Bo.
Way to go.
Thank you. The Hallmark Channel, okay? Love the Hallmark Channel, normally around Christmas time. At this time, they have like fall movies, and it was about growing the largest pumpkin, starring Shannon Doherty of 90210 fame.
Yeah.
Not great. Not great. But we had a good time because, you know, you got those mindless times to watch. Kaylee and I were just like laughing about it. And she eventually, her grandfather had passed, but he was famous for growing the biggest pumpkins.
Yeah.
And so he left a journal, but it was all poetry to her grandma. And through these poems found the way to grow the biggest pumpkin. Yeah.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like 2/3 of the way to a Hallmark movie.
Right now.
Yeah, you know, I got my old 67 International Scout.
Yes. Yep. Classic.
I've got the Griswold dog, the golden retriever.
That's it.
I'm like, all I need is a scarf. Throw a scarf on me and I'm a character in a Hallmark Christmas movie. I don't know.
Yeah,
You're the townie?
Yeah, the townie.
I'm the town guy.
You're the town guy.
I'm the town guy.
And you come in for comedic relief, you know, 3 or 4 times in the movie. You say real funny stuff. You give a couple key plot points here and there, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Man, this pumpkin is cold. Eric, was this in your car?
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's freezing. Yep.
Yeah, National Pumpkin Day.
National Pumpkin Day! Everybody loves pumpkins.
Nope.
No?
No. I mean, as long as they're a decoration, it's
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a food.
Not a food.
Not a food.
Yep.
Decoration.
There's-
I've demonstrated this point repeatedly.
That it's not a food?
Not a food.
No.
Decoration, not a food.
Yeah. Yeah, because honestly, pumpkin pie, but does that have any pumpkin in it?
I'm not I don't know. Well, mine does. Yeah, yours is
okay.
gross.
Whoa.
So, like, no, my point, I just
Yeah.
once again, I just want to arm the people with logic.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
This time of year, people, like, they put pumpkins on their porch. Like, we have pumpkins on our porch.
Yeah.
Okay? And, you know, like on Halloween night, we may put some candy out.
Yeah.
In a bowl. So we don't have, you know, answer the door or whatever. So, you know, all that candy will be taken.
Yeah.
And probably be eaten. Because it's food.
It's a food.
The pumpkins, however, most likely will not be taken.
No.
But if they are taken, what will be done to the pumpkins that are taken? Best guess.
Thrown away.
They're going to get smashed.
They're going to get smashed.
Yeah, you're smashing pumpkins.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
It's an activity.
Yep.
Smashing pumpkins.
Yep.
Okay. Why? Okay. There's hungry people out there.
Right.
They're not going on, you know, through the neighborhood,
Yeah.
taking pumpkins to eat. If they take a pumpkin, they smash it.
Yeah.
Why? Because we're angry at them.
Right.
You lied to me, pumpkin. You're not a delicious food.
Like if I was a pioneer and I was to open a pumpkin and begin to pull it out, I wouldn't think to myself, all right, let's go ahead and put that in the pan. Let's go ahead and fry that up. It's just stringy and it's gooey and I wouldn't think to go, okay, yeah. It's not a food, is it?
It's a decoration.
It's a decoration.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, we have this pumpkin pie spice here.
Yeah.
And you look at it, and it's nutmeg.
And cinnamon.
And cinnamon.
Uh-huh.
Allspice.
Yeah.
And so that's really when we talk about, ooh, I want it to be pumpkin spice. It's like,
Yeah, like cinnamon.
you want it to be cinnamon and,
And
nutmeg.
nutmeg,
Yeah. It's not really a
It's nothing to
spice.
do with pumpkin.
Yeah. But it's a great branding because it's orange and it's big and it's fun. I just want to hug this guy. Oh. Yeah. All right.
Every now and then, you're cute.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
No.
I'm not even gonna say anything to diminish it.
We should make this a decoration. Look at this guy.
I feel like you are. Can you sit on my porch for a couple of nights?
I'll hand out the candy. I've heard, this is a great suggestion, putting it out on like a cake pan. The candy, like laying it out individually so that kids can just come and take that. I don't know.
Why is that?
I just heard that, like, because a lot
How
of
does
people.
that help?
Well, people are saying like, oh, in the bowl and everybody's hands and all this, but it's
It'll
like.
slide right off a cake pan into a bag too. Okay.
Yep, that's true.
Please take one.
Yeah, it is
One
like-
cake pan.
Yeah, I don't think like if you have a glove, like, what's the problem? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know if you're out there. You're living on the edge.
You're living on the living on the edge. That should be the caption for that.
Maybe just hang it like strings from the roof. You know, you got to pull one down.
I like that. I like that. I've seen these people where they're doing large tubes, you know, like those carpet tubes, and they're like sliding the candy down into the tube, and so you just put your bag there. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
You can also buy candy at stores.
You could. Yeah, or go to Sonic and get
Go to Sonic and Mass.
road trip.
Okay.
All right.
National Pumpkin Day. Enjoy it.
Yeah, please do.
Yep.
It's good.
Yep. How far do you think the average person can spit a pumpkin seed? Like, you know,
Average?
average
Average person.
person.
3 feet.
Yeah. I bet you there's a skilled person out there who can really get
Oh,
it.
sure.
Get it to
20
6.
feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
20 feet.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're going average.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Average person isn't going to try.
Is it going to put the skill
Like-
level?
Average person's like, okay, 3 feet.
Do them a lip
Maybe
exercises.
6 if they're really trying. I don't know. Why do you ask me things like this?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that earlier.
Okay. Well, hey, man,
Yep.
it's Monday.
Yep.
You're ever a little down on Mondays?
Yeah. So I'm feeling very demotivated a lot of times on
Yeah.
Mondays.
So we have something for that.
Yeah, we do.
It's Motivation Monday.
It's just a motivational Monday. I wish it was Monday.
Well, motivational song voice, you're in luck because it is Monday, and we do have a motivational poster for you.
Let's see it.
All right. Perseverance. Perseverance. Very difficult word to spell. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Perseverance. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Those are fun words.
Thanks, Dr. Seuss.
Thank you.
Theodore Geisel.
Yes, Theodore guys. Conceive, believe, it can achieve. Okay. What do you think about that, Bo? What?
I don't understand why you're hanging from a cliff.
Why are you hanging from a cliff?
Why are you dangling?
Why was your mind going, I wonder if I could hang from that cliff?
I'm not much of a dangler.
Dangling.
I'm gonna dangle. Take a picture.
Yeah.
We'll make it a poster.
I saw.
You too can dangle.
You too can dangle.
If you believe it in your mind,
Yep.
you can dangle.
Yep. I saw a father and a son. Father and daughter. And she's wearing this oversized sweatshirt. They're both hanging from this pole. And she dangles, takes the sweatshirt off, hands it over to the dad, right? Dad dangles, puts the sweatshirt on, like in their mind they had come up with, can we conceive of this idea where we can pass this sweatshirt while hanging from this bar? They believed it.
And they achieved
They
it.
achieved it. Yep.
And you watched it.
And I watched it. And I was like, I got to see if this happens.
Apparently there is an audience.
There's an audience for said thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dangle. I don't dangle well.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
dangle.
gotta let go.
You got to let go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
All right.
But some motivation today.
Sure. Hope that helped. I do. I have a feeling this will help.
This will definitely help.
There's a union leader.
Union leader. Right here.
That's right.
Union leader. Paper of the people.
That's right. Premier paper. Of the
Premier paper of the people.
That's right.
Yes, so a lot here in the paper today. A lot of things happen, but one of the most important things on this front page, small prayer.
Small prayer.
Yep. Please, Lord, be with our family and friends today and tonight. Amen. Lord, be with our family and friends today and tonight. Amen. So just a prayer of asking God's presence and being to be with them. Interesting.
He is.
He is. So yeah.
So not correcting small prayer. Love
No.
it. That's great. I might say, God, help our family and friends be aware of your presence.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Today and tonight.
Today and tonight.
Yeah.
I like that.
We'll encounter you and
Yep.
be transformed by your presence.
Yep.
Yeah. When we're aware of his presence, there is a transformation that happens. Really powerful.
Very true.
Front page.
Front
Union
page.
leader.
Union leader.
That's right.
Chuckle.
Sure.
Wisdom is usually acquired by acting unwisely. All right.
Okay. I don't know.
That's a chuckle, but yeah, just looking through here, and you know, we're deep in election season.
I've heard.
Sign everywhere, a sign. So a lot of people.
I feel like one more sign is going to sway me.
One more sign.
One more sign.
All right.
That'll make the difference.
I'm driving. I get on. This one candidate just sign. You know, you ever see that where they do the consecutive down the?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I liked your placement. I'll vote for you. So I was just looking through here. Looks like there's some.
What if somebody had a different colored sign? Like I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like all of their signs
Pink
were
and green polka dot or
Oh,
something.
yes,
Everything's
little
red, white, and
patterns.
blue. Yeah. What's up with that?
chevron. Talking about some Londonderry building, some construction going on. Some community buildings. They've got some artist renderings. I always love the artist renderings.
Do you like that?
And then I like when they make the model. You can go look at the model. I love it. So, that wasn't even one of the biggest articles that I wanted to highlight. This here, Family Circus article.
Not an article.
Picture is at a dinner table. Mom, I can't tell if she's wearing an oven mitt. Sure hope she has an oven mitt on because that is a hot plate, like a pizza. And she's asking a question looking down to the son, who I think is Carson? Yeah. Newman. She says, "Did you wash your hands?" And he, with the fork, dangerously pointed up. Who? Me or Daddy? Who? Me or Daddy? And Dad's like, huh? What? I'm just drinking my coffee over here, just trying to make it through life. You know, one of the things here is I think people should be responsible for their own, level of cleanliness. I feel like we're all kind of you holding each other to our own standard of cleanliness. Where she's just saying, did you wash your hands? Leave it up to him. Carson Newman has his own standard by which he wants to be clean. If he wants to eat his flaming hot pizza with his hands that are dirty, that have been out in the muck and mire all day, he's touching all kinds of stuff, all kinds of handrails and bugs. He's petted every dog he's seen for days. He's out in the brush. The hands have lived. They're life hands, okay? If he wants to put that in his mouth and consume those germs, it's up to him. That's what I say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe he was concerned about his dad too.
Oh.
Like, who, me or Dad?
Who?
Because I know in my house, I got this boy that calls me Dad.
Yeah.
He throws me under the bus nonstop. Everything that his mom asks of him, he's like, well, Dad. I'm like, I'm sitting here minding my own business.
Yep.
Do not bring me into this, boy.
That's it. I didn't even see that in this
I don't
article.
know, but I read myself into that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's very true.
My number one concern is, why is there a butter dish on the table when you're having pizza? Like, what's happening here? There's going to be some cholesterol issues.
If you've eaten a pizza and then you go to butter the crust as like a breadstick, come on, let's move on.
I'm on the Atkins and it's my cheat day.
It's my cheat day.
Gotta butter my pepperonis.
Bo, puppy with green fur.
What?
Born in Sardinia.
Did they name it?
They named it Pistachio.
Oh, I love it.
Born with green fur. Oh, man. Listen, people, they've got these doodles, what are they called? What are these dogs called that they're paying $3,000-$4,000?
The ones that don't shed?
That don't shed.
Yeah, the Labradoodle.
The Labradoodle. If you're paying that kind of money, I want him green. I want him green. Give me an orange pumpkin labradoodle, please.
We've got genetically enhanced dogs.
Then please make it worth my money.
Jim.
He doesn't shed, but is it green fur? That doesn't shed. All right.
All right. Thanks for that.
Absolutely. Thanks for that. Thanks for nothing.
Want to do a little everyday with Jesus?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Our daily devotion in 140 characters or less. Today's thought says, creation screams, there is a God. How dull are the senses that are capable of tuning that out? God is our most obvious reality. In the scripture, Romans 1:20. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that men are without excuse. I love that verse in Romans.
Yes.
Creation itself is the evidence of a creator. Like,
100%.
yeah, things don't just, we have no evidence of anything ever, just forming.
That's right.
Ever,
That's right.
under any circumstances. But creation, that points to a creator. And, so then the opportunity to know this creator, pretty special and very powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is that science will, once we learn, it enhances our worship of this God.
Oh, science is, yeah.
It's incredible.
The more I study science, the more I go, the more in awe of God I am, for sure.
Like, sun, 93 million miles away. 92, we're freezing. 94, we're burning up. It's like God knew exactly where to put our sun, It's just incredible, incredible. It's beautiful.
For sure.
Yeah.
One time I was doing a Bible study with middle school kids on that verse. We were studying through Romans. And so we started off the Bible study. I just had a blade of grass. That's all I had. One blade of grass that I pulled right before I went in. So I had 80 middle school kids in this little room. We had to put bleachers in.
Yep.
We didn't have room for them. They're all crammed in there. And there was a whiteboard, and I had this blade of grass. I'm like, all right, what can you tell me about God from this blade of grass? And in 10 minutes, we had the entire whiteboard filled. He's creative. God loves us. He's powerful. He is good. It was just they just kept from one blade of grass. And I'm like, now consider the mountains and the oceans and the animals and, all of his creation, and then we dug into that verse. But I thought that was pretty cool.
That's it.
How fat, one from one blade of grass.
That's it.
Yeah.
That you could look at his creation and plumb the depths of his amazing character, his amazing abilities. It's incredible.
And I think one of the greatest realities there in realizations is to go, there is a creator, and it's not me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
thankfully, there is one who is more powerful than me,
That's right.
who has authority and dominion. So, yeah.
Yep. I know this very simply when I take something apart and I can't ever put it back together.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I couldn't even create that remote again, So I'm not going to be able to create, the White Mountain. Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool. Want to do a little Trivial Pursuit?
I love it.
Me too.
I love
All right.
it.
So the way this works is there's 6 questions on the Trivial Pursuit card. We invite you to make a guess at all 6. I'm going to guess at all 6. If you get all 6 correct, we will send you a congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box. So we have the original 1981 edition, the old cards, and then the 40th anniversary edition, old or new. I see you went.
I went old.
Dealer's choice. So these questions are old, extra trivial from 1981.
Okay.
Let's go.
Mr. Pumpkin's going to read the first question. It's blue.
Geography.
Oh, he's shy.
Okay.
All right. What river forms the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border? What river forms the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border?
What river forms the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border? The Delaware.
The Delaware is correct.
No, it's not.
It is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Here we go. Pink.
Pink Entertainment.
Okay. What director portrayed the commandment of the POW camp in 1953's Stalag 17?
The name of the director?
What director portrayed the commandment? Hold on, I'm not
Commandant.
Commandant. I was like, I'm not saying this right.
Gotta be Commandant.
Commandant of the POW camp in 1953's Stalag 17?
I need the name of the director.
Name of the director. Commandant.
So I'm naming a director.
Naming a director.
Alfred Hitchcock. Orson Welles.
They were looking for Otto Preminger.
Never heard of him.
Otto Preminger.
Otto Preminger.
Yep.
Don't know. All right.
Yellow.
Yellow history.
What Nicaraguan strongman was overthrown by the Sandinista guerrillas?
Nicaraguan
strongman. Overthrown by the Sandinista guerrillas.
My guess is Marcos.
They were looking for Anastasio Somoza. Anastasio Somoza.
Okay.
Okay. Brown.
Brown history.
Okay. Or no.
I mean,
Art and literature.
Art and literature. What
Who wrote The Night of the Iguana? Who wrote The Night of the Iguana?
N-I-G-H-T?
N-I-G-H-T.
The night of, we wrote The Night of the Iguana. That would be F. Scott Fitzgerald.
They're looking for Tennessee Williams.
Well, okay.
Green.
Green, Science and Nature. Got that right.
What gas makes little Johnny's balloon rise?
The helium.
Helium's correct.
Freebie.
Orange.
Orange. Sports and leisure.
All right. What sport did Juan Fangio win 5 world championships in? What sport did Juan Fangio win 5 world championships in?
What sport? He was a world champion hot dog eater.
He was actually a Grand Prix auto racing champion.
Oh, Grand Prix.
Grand Prix
There's-
auto
yeah.
racing.
Well, he had 2 careers.
He had 2. Then he went on
Yeah.
later in his career.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Tough card.
That was hard for me.
My
If
goodness.
you got all the 6 right, let us know. We'll send you a congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Tip box. it could be coming.
Yes.
Your way.
It could be. Bo, I'd like to check in with the caption this.
Okay, I have some.
You have some? Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
All right.
Yeah.
I'd love to see.
Okay. So can we put the cartoon back up?
Cartoon back up.
They're getting it for
Okay.
us. Coming. And yeah, I've got 3
Okay.
to share. Mine was,
It's a monster mash.
yeah, it's a monster mash.
It's a monster mash.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got Tim Lord
Yep.
says, his caption is, I hate 2020. Waiting for the bus to take us trick or treat is the same. Okay. And then we got Linda Rindo says, Drac, Frank, and Wolfie are on the prowl for some candy Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
That away,
all right.
Linda.
All right.
That's right.
Yep.
Not gonna get them. Gotta get the true pursuit card right. And Zach Schrock, his caption is, our family was wearing masks before it was cool. Dated Halloween 2019.
Look at that. All right. Nice. I like it. I love some good captions. Thank you guys so very much for doing
Absolutely,
that.
yeah.
That's fun.
That was fun.
Oh, Bo, you know what else I think it's time for? Not just some captions. I think it's time for a little sermon. Remix.
Let's do it.
Sermon remix time.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 19 says, do not quench the spirit. Do not treat prophecies with contempt, but test them all. Hold on to what is good. Reject every kind of evil. May God himself, the God of peace, sanctify you through and through. May your whole spirit, soul, and body be kept blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. The one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it. You'll see a common theme in what I'm saying to you today. The common theme is this: God will do it. It is his strength. It is his power. It is his authority. It is his working. He will do it. So let's let him do his work in us. The phrasing there was do not quench the spirit. So let's think about that. Do not quench the spirit. We're gonna let the Spirit of God burn. Let this refining fire happen.
This idea of kindling, like let it burn.
Yep.
Don't quench it. I love this. I just even like that phrase, like let it burn. Just let it burn.
Let her burn.
It just continues to ring in my head of just let her burn, let her go.
Yeah, let her burn.
Yeah, the more God refines us and the more we kindle that, the more we become like him. Let her burn.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there does, like the whole series, there does need to be that spark, you know.
The story I told her was about my dad and this truck that he had. And it was just a lemon, like he bought it and it was in the shop all the time. And he saw smoke coming out from under the hood, so he pulled into a gas station and stopped, like away from the pumps and popped the hood, and there were flames coming out from under there. And gas station owner comes running out with a fire extinguisher. My dad just grabs him. Let her burn.
Let her burn.
He just goes, let her burn. They did. The guy put the fire extinguisher back up, and they waited for the fire truck to come. Let her burn.
So what color was that Ford truck?
It was not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't give you a brand, and it wasn't that one. So he ruled that one out. Yeah, he did not buy that brand again.
Did not buy it again. Not fool me once.
Yeah, let her burn.
Let her burn.
But I mean, that's the thing is like, when we return again to ways that clearly were not working. Yeah. That when we were, Lord of our own lives and managing, and trying to build our own kingdoms and, live on our own terms and our own ways, and all the damage we did to others and to ourselves and to this world that we live in, let God's refining fire burn in you and become more like him. It's powerful.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Don't quench that fire.
Don't quench it out.
Yeah.
And I like this idea that continue to kindle it. Do the necessary things that will help encourage you to continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Let that fire breathe.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's good.
Cool.
I love it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm loving this pumpkin guy.
He needs a face.
He needs a face
I
now.
don't know.
Now we got to give him a face. Yep.
You ever smashed a pumpkin?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Was it gratifying?
It was there is something about it. Very gratifying.
Yeah.
Because if you let them go for too long, past, they're all, you got those pumpkins on the stoop right now. If you let them go, they eventually
Oh, we've got one that the mold just took over.
Just taken over.
Scary, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we left it.
Just leave it. Let it.
It's like the creepiest decoration ever.
Let's see what happens.
We went, me and my buddies one time. I didn't do it, my parents were pretty careful about I was just going out and, running roughshod over the neighborhood, I guess. And didn't do a lot of that. But one time I went out with them, I think 8th grade, with my friends on Halloween night, and we ran around the neighborhood and threw firecrackers and, I don't know, just stuff that, I've always been the type, I get really nervous about that stuff. I don't want to do something wrong. I don't want to get caught, or I don't want to hurt anybody either, and I would, somebody threw a firecracker inside somebody's door, and I was like, oh man, what if that stained the carpet? I mean, seriously, that is what I was thinking. What if that, I felt really bad. But we took a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern that was carved, and we're just walking down the street, and I'm holding it. And this guy is walking by, and he's pushing a stroller, and his wife's with him, and he's got a little baby in the stroller. And he goes, hey, you guys out having fun tonight? We're like, yeah. He goes, cool, cool. Did you steal a pumpkin? And I'm like, yeah, we got this one. He goes, I know, it's from my house. And I took it and I threw it as high in the air as I could. And we booked it out of there. To this day, I don't know if he was just messing with us or not, but I was gone. Gone.
Because there's
And if he was messing with us, that's fantastic.
That is fantastic.
That is great.
There's identifying markers on it in that you cut the...
You know if it's yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That crooked smile, I didn't know that anywhere.
That's the last pumpkin I smashed, I think.
That's it.
Yeah. All right.
We should smash pumpkins.
This is the day. We'll catch you tomorrow.